Truck Festival without having somebody that's going green here. And I'm here with the CEO, Margaret, of Eco City Farms. Tell me, why did you feel that it was so important for Eco City Farms to team up with the Food Truck Association in terms of bringing better food on their food trucks?
So what we're really interested in is changing, the availability of food to real people all over in the communities all over Prince George's and DC, that there are many, many food deserts and little pockets where nobody can get healthy food. And so we produce healthy food at our farm. We're in a totally organic farm in Prince George's County, just a mile from the DC border, but we are also interested in food trucks because they have an incredible delivery system.
Right, and you were saying the food trucks are a great way to get healthy food into some of these food desert areas.
Absolutely, and that's what we're working on. We're trying to work not just to create farms, but also to create the legislation to allow healthy food everywhere.
Well, there was more than just good food aromas floating in the air. It was like a field of dreams being lived out behind the wheel. And no one knows that better than Anna, owner and operator of DC Empanadas, who says this was a dream she wasn't going to let pass her by.
I had a bad health diagnosis come up, and at that moment I decided I've always wanted to have my own catering company or my own food business. I've always been, into food. And I said that day I went home and I told my husband, I said, look, I want to spend one more minute doing something I don't love. So we said, okay, what do you love? I said, well, I love food. We're going to do something with food. And then I was having lunch in Franklin Park and I saw the Fogel Brothers truck. And I was like, that's it. I want a food truck. And I went home and I told my husband, I said, Sean, we're doing a food truck. And he said, okay, we're doing a food truck. And then it was like, well, what are we going to do on this food truck? And that's where DC Empanadas was born.
DC Empanadas.
That's right.
And what are we serving here? What kind of empanadas can foodies taste here?
Well, we have over 30 varieties of empanadas on our menu, and they rotate daily. So, there's always a chicken option, a beef option, a vegetarian option, and generally there's a fourth option, which is usually a pork option. So there's always four, and they rotate. So you never know what you're going to get. Anything from buffalo chicken to, we have a bacon cheeseburger one. It's like it's just really varies. To obviously your traditional beef empanada. So it's just different.
So tell me a little bit about the cuisine of the empanada for the viewers out there that might not know where the empanada comes from.
Well, the empanada is the quintessential Latin street food. In every Latin American country in the world, there is an empanada. And it may not always be called an empanada, but it's always dough filled with something. And they're generally fried in Latin America just because of the ease. Nobody, you can't really have an oven running around the streets. So I was like, okay, we can totally recreate this. There was a lady in Guatemala, in the town where my mother's from, and she used to sell empanadas in the park. And I remember this lady as a child. We'd go to Guatemala. I would spend my summers there, and we would see her and her little empanada stand, and I would always eat there. And people loved them, and I was like, okay, we can do this. We can do it.
So you're a good home cook naturally, aren't you?
Absolutely. I cook all the meals at the house, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, holidays, you name it, I do it. Yeah, it's my thing.
Terrific. And one of the things that I've heard from all the people that have come to the food truck today is that they're great because you can just kind of pop them in your mouth. They're not this big thing that they have to carry around.
Right, they're handheld. They're this big. You can eat them while you're walking. You can eat them while you're driving. You can pretty much eat them anywhere. You get a couple of them, make a meal of them. It's just quick, typical street food.
Well, I think my job is done here, but I just might have time for at least one more truck.
Food trucks have you guys sampled so far?
I think we answered said 7 collectively.
7 out of the group. What's your favorite so far?
We did the sticks truck here, very fresh. Everything's served on a stick. There's 6 pieces for a reasonable price of like $5.
Wow, great. What about you?
The edamame was very good, and The empanada truck was fabulous.
Ah, very good, very good. Isn't this just a fabulous event to have all the food trucks here just in one location?
Yeah, great day.
So, how many food trucks are you guys going to hit up?
I think we got to get a couple more, don't we?
Couple more?
3 or
How much
4,
money's
right?
in the ATM?
So we're just over here chilling on some beer, huh?
Well, while they were waiting in line, I was finishing up my curry, so
Oh, was it good?
I couldn't wait for it. Yeah, it was very
really
good.
What truck did you get it from?
The Fujol Brothers.
Okay,
Yeah.
terrific.
I think my favorite so far has been the DC Empanadas because
I'm gonna go there. That's my
And what's nice is it's a small size, so
Yes.
you don't. Some of these you're committing to a whole meal, whereas you can get little
right.
pieces.
Okay, so you're getting ready to bite into one of those Korean tacos. That's the chicken one. Okay, here we go.
That works. No kimchi, but it's good.
This is the Buddha Fair burger. I love I like the way this is shaped. It's just so nice. It's just enough, you know what I mean? Because you don't need a big sub.
Attention all you food lovers, stay connected with me. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or go to our website at metrocuisine.net. And until next time, let your taste buds take you around the world.
Hey, how many things have you had to eat so far today?